Now, you remember the cheating scandal that came out, and it was talking about how even business people, Hollywood actresses like Felicity Huffman was caught up in the scandal, paying people for their children to get into prestigious universities they did not deserve to be there because they just wasn't smart enough. Let's call it what it is. We also heard a lot of Chinese families that was involved in this particular scandal as well, cheating systems that was being exposed. It's a lot of things that people are doing to cheat. We know African Americans cannot cheat because we are watched heavily. We have to follow every law to the letter. We have to follow every ordinance. We have to follow every school rule, every any little thing with permits. We have to follow it to the T. This is why I say Black Americans, at least in this country, are the most law-abiding people, because we cannot get away with anything because the hammer will drop on us immediately. So case in point, we have a young sister in Mississippi. Now, very smart young sister in high school. This high school is out of Cleveland, Mississippi. Now, her name is Olecia James. She filed a federal lawsuit because they cheated her out of becoming a salutatorian. They cheated her because, not that she cheated. No, not at all. She didn't cheat. They gave the salutatorian to a white male student that had a lower GPA than she had. So let me tell you what they did. So originally, this young sister went to East High School. And when she transferred, they tried to take away points away from her when she went to the new school. But they did not take any points from the white male at the new school that he was at. They didn't do this, okay? Now, it wasn't based on the classes, which was previously an all-white high school, right? Federally ordered to be integrated back in 2017, but the school initially fought against it. Yes, we have still segregated schools in America. We do. So they feared that the white students would be leaving if black people would go to the school. Yes, we're talking about Mississippi here, okay? So they were saying that after they met with the school and district officials, Dr. Jacqueline Thigpen, the superintendent, presented James with a new transcript and restored her quality points average score that had been reduced. So they eventually gave her grades back, okay? The young sister, Olecia, her GPA was 4.41, would make her the first salutatorian in the filing states. However, the day after that was presented to the school board, Principal Randy Garrison announced a white male student as a salutatorian, despite his GPA being 4.34. So a black girl who earned that position at 4.41, they gave it to a white male having a 4.34. Their whole thing with giving this white male the salutatorian is to prevent white flight. So let me get this straight. You got to give a position that this white male student did not earn to prevent white people from leaving the school. Seems like to me that's entitlement. Seems to me like you cannot stand to have someone that beat you. You see, this is why they always sabotage black folks. They've been doing this forever, because when it comes to a even playing field, we win. We have won so many times, and they have to go through administration to take things away from you, to sabotage you, because they have sabotaged this young sister. That's exactly what they done to her, and gave that to a white male that did not earn it. That's the history of America, giving them things they did not earn, but yet black people earn it, and you still have it taken away from you. Now, in her lawsuit that she filed, she is seeking monetary damages because she has suffered loss of scholarships, loss of opportunities, humiliation, loss of self-esteem, embarrassment, mental anguish, emotional distress, pain, and suffering. Yes, she has. She has suffered all of that. She has. She had a horrible time, and I'm glad she's suing for all that. And she said that she could not get into the University of Mississippi, but lost the scholarship because it was for salutatorians, right? In the suit, she wants the district to be ordered to adhere to its policy selecting honors at Cleveland High School, right? And declare James, who now attends Alcorn State University, as the 2018 salutatorian. So she's not fighting just for her, but she's fighting for, everyone. Now, Alcorn State is a HBCU. I think that's a perfect place for her. She should have went there regardless. But this is the thing. Cheating is just what they do in America. Cheat on top of cheat. Black folks have to work hard. Black folks have to do everything right. And even when you do it right, they still cheat you. That's why I'm trying to tell black folks, it's not even about morality with anyone, and not in this system. It's about power and weakness. Whoever has more power going to take advantage of those who are weak. Just that simple. They don't care about that. They don't care about, how you feel about it or whatever. They will constantly do this. This is why we as, African Americans, also throughout the world, that we have to seek for us globally to have empowerment, because empowerment don't put you in a position to have things like this happening. She's doing the right thing by filing a federal lawsuit. That's awesome. And we all need to start filing a whole lot more lawsuits than what we do, instead of just taking it, because the majority of us just take things like this happening to us. And when we actually file suit and actually pursue, and a lot of times we've been having victories in that area. They have to pay. They have to set things right. But, she didn't need to go to university. You have to look at some things happen for a reason. Alcorn State would be a great place for her to be. She ain't got to worry about all that racism. At least if she becomes the salutatorian at Alcorn State, she don't have to worry about them taking away from her because, they're worried about other black kids leaving the school. I'm like, just let them go. Bye. We don't need you here. If that's the reason why you're here, because you can't stand to see someone else beat you in education, you need to go. But that's just how it is. Bunch of crybabies, entitled. That's why every day this system is slipping from them. And more, they have to actually compete. And when you compete, it shows who's the better man or who's the better woman. Now, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this particular story. This is things that happen to black people in this American apartheid system. This is constantly happening to us. But we always still persevere.